Alright, world of YouTube. Here we are doing a video today on the Malaysia flight. It came missing in 2014. Supposedly this, right here, technical difficulties. I found the, supposedly voicemail that came in. And then I did redo the code last night myself. I'm gonna play the video first to show everybody what it is, just in case it gets erased. Have my own little experience here. But what I'm gonna do next after that, you know what? Came up in my brain with this one. Stupid phone, what the hell you doing flipping my camera? Hopefully the video don't come up messed up now. What I'm gonna do in my next video after this one, I'm going to start calling these phone numbers. I ain't got time right now. But in the next day or so, maybe tonight, I might start calling some of these numbers, and I got a little idea that I'm going to do. Of course, you got to hold the suspense on what I'm going to say. But I wanted to show everybody, this will be this thumbnail for my screenshot. I'm definitely going to save this picture for other reasons, and this is straight away Indonesia voicemail. Now, if they're calling Indonesia, these numbers look funky. You look like United States numbers. Of course, they don't say. I don't know why the person would put this up with numbers on it from their voicemail. And of course, you would think coming from Indonesia, and this is a friggin' thing right here to think about. Unless it was an American that got it. This is supposedly the black box recording. And it does say that it is not human. So whatever they're claiming went on this plane and took it down, or even whatever the hell the case may be, is friggin' insane. And for the black box recording to say that is even more intense. But I'm going to now. What's the video? Oh, yeah. Shit. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We're going to listen to the video.
Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra. India, Tango, India, Sierra, Delta, India, Romeo, Echo, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Yankee, Oscar, Uniform, Tango, Oscar, Echo, Victor, Alpha, Charlie, Uniform, Alpha, Tango, Echo, Bravo, Echo, Charlie, Alpha, Uniform, Tango, India, Oscar, Uniform, Sierra, Tango, Hotel, Echo, Yankee, Alpha, Romeo, Echo, November, Oscar, Tango, Hotel, Uniform, Mike, Alpha, November, 042933964230, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra.
Now, I'm going to put it in the description box of what that code is. And I guess when codes like this come out, they, of course, you take the first letter of each, name that they call out. And that's where the SOS comes in. You hear Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, that's SOS. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know these things. I know my man Dave from Vermont knows all this stuff. But how crazy it is to get this voicemail coming in. But you know what? I got some other ideas that I'm going to do searching. And someone claims, like I said, that if you start looking into this, you start getting noticed by black vans and people taking pictures of your friggin' house and all this crazy stuff. Crazy stuff starts happening, of course, whatever the case may be. And who knows what is put out there. Now, I was saying the other night, sometimes governments, and this is obviously right in another Far East country, but I'm thinking, man, what if, and I say if, I'm not saying that it's true, I'm not saying that, I'm right, I'm just saying what if, and there's always a what if to a story. You cannot disclose any kind of what if, just like you can't disclose anything in a murder case. It's been unsolved for 50 friggin' years. But, what if this is an actual, there's a couple things. There is alien life form, and they're starting to now to really come about showing themselves, or the Area 54 started because the government wanted, just like the Indians, they made up the skinwalkers, they made up all these curses, and I believe the Indians made Bigfoot too. And whether if they did or not, the Bigfoot, every time I find a sighting or go investigate something that they say had a Bigfoot sighting, I will always find an Indian dwelling where they lived right next to that area. So, what if the government did this Area 54 just to start scaring the enemy? And the enemy now is scaring us, or the enemy now is scaring, like, North Korea out there, or ISIS. Them are just thoughts and theories. But then again, you know what? I don't disclose, like I say, there's other intelligent life form out in the universe. Space is a big galaxy. We exist. Something else exists. It's the only common sense thing you can think of. Because, we cannot just have been, thrown on this planet and not have any other co-inheritance, life form out there. It would be impossible not to have something else in this world and universe to not exist. But whatever the case may be, this is a good, like I said, what I'm going to do next, I got some ideas of making some phone calls to these numbers, because, someone throws up these numbers and someone gets this voicemail, someone else must either be in this type of line of work, or the person that's got the messages in this type of line of work. I'm not going to I'm just going to make it sound like a wrong number phone call. That's all I'm going to say right now. The rest of the suspense of what I'm going to say, you're going to have to wait. But I got some ideas, some tricks up my sleeves. If I get a government van rolling up out here taking pictures, you know what? I'm just going to sit there and say I can't say what I'm going to say. I got some very, very cunning things to do to get myself out of stuff. That's all I can say. Don't want to say much more than that. Reveal my ideas and I will get caught. But anyways, we're going to do another video on this phone calls, but it's a bizarre, and it is really freaky to have this kind of thing happen. When you got a friggin' black box, and I don't know really how they work. I don't know how they get their right? How they get this SOS code going to get what they're saying out into words. I don't know how the black box does that. It's very interesting. I'm sure I'll get a message from someone telling me how it works. But it's like, does it have a... So say, I know it records, it sends out SOS signals, but does it have a camcorder or video to see what is going on, or just have sensors? I mean, to sense something not human. That's the case. That's the thing. That's the damn question of the century. What the hell did this thing sense or see to make it not human? But I don't know. We're just going to journey along on this just like everything else I journey along on. And mystery I love to do. Conspiracy theories, oh man, them are just even greater. Like I say it all the time. Believe. Whether it be paranormal, supernatural, or aliens. I don't care what anybody says, man. You don't believe these things that come out. Sometimes things could be hoaxes. But you know what? Other times you gotta sit back and say, wait a minute. You gotta investigate until you find a hoax. Just like Lost Boy Larry. I mean, here you have a CBer, sending out an SOS. And, the call came in. Hundreds of people's heard it. And back in the day, CBs were a big, huge thing. I mean, you didn't have a CD, there was something, CD. CB back in the day, there was something wrong with you. Because them were very trustworthy things. Then again, you're messing with frequencies and stuff that brings in ghosts and who knows? There could be a lot of thoughts and theories on that. And there could be a lot of thoughts and theories on this black box too. Bringing in frequencies of censored stuff. So you can't disclose something wasn't not human if it couldn't. And then I got this thing right from my man Dave. I'll end it with this, that some psychic medium is claiming that they went into another dimension. She keeps thinking of Gilligan's Island. That was a huge show back in the late 60s through the 70s, and I used to watch that all the time. Black or white, color, didn't matter. That was some funny stuff. But this woman claims that these people went into another dimension. They're on an island. She sees it, but she also sees some lightning, and it's some crazy talk. Sounds crazy, but you know what? These people that have these visible powers, I'd believe them. I would believe them. Some are fake, but when they come around being real, you'll know it. You'll know it. A lot of things out there that is whatever the hell everything is made of these times, and everything that you hear, and these people, these psychic mediums, and every type of thing you can't disclose. Even smart people that make these designs, technology of things, and phones and communication, everything is so advanced, and it's been advanced since the dawn of time. So I mean, I even got a book I found of, I'm gonna go over, of early America, and I gazed through it real quick, and it shows you some of the machines that were made back in the day. So you know what? There's a lot of things out there that are, man, technology that's been around for millions of years, from caveman to Indians to the English to so forth up till now. As you see, here I have a phone here and a phone here. Now I can do this and anything else I want to do. you can crop photos, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff to make a hoax, but you can even edit sound into the next sound and, you know, cut this to that. And I mean, you could do it back in the day too, but it would take cutting tape and stuff, like all kinds of stuff. Stuff I've looked up on and looked into, and it's all there. It's black and white. But and this is what I love to do, make people think what really goes down. And you know what I mean? You got people all around doing this kind of stuff, and I'm not the only one, but when you got my thoughts and theories coming in and I haven't heard what I've said, then I guess I can say I'm onto something. That's what I'm here for. But till that next video, YouTube, say be safe, take care. Like I always say, believe. You don't know what lives among us out there. We're here, and I think of any common sense, there's other living life form. Only common sense out there. Out.